Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second game of round one of the 1.06 World Championships here on Zero Hour. We have our players already in the game, ready to go. I must take observer before they start raging at me. But we have CCG Murder here, an old player. Old player is, of course, Ryu, or goes by the name of Ryu on game replays. But Murder just starting this game now. It will be taking place on the map Melting Snow, which was, of course, voted to be the round one map rather than Scorched Earth. And already we saw Rohan versus Heryu bringing us some really sweet games to watch. And now let's see if Murder and Ryu can do the same. We can see old player Ryu, whatever I want to call him, is spawning as the red GLA demo general. And Murder spawning as the Vanilla China. And of course, if this was 1.04, you'd think Vanilla China, nah, he's going to lose easily. But of course, this being 1.06, pretty nicely balanced. We've seen some really nice plays with Vanilla China recently. So we can expect to see some good games here. We can see Ryu going for his double supply strategy with getting that barracks up as fast as he can, so that he can get some tunnels out to gain some map control. You can see Murder going for a forward secondary supply, like all the way in this central area of the map. Some workers from Ryu are coming over to try and take some map control in the centre of his own. We do see a war factory going up here from Murder. Both players going for this early supply grab in the middle. Nice usage of this this collection truck here, this supply truck. He's going to run over one of those workers. Will he be able to get the second one, which is constructing the supply? No, he's just going to sit there. In fact, oh no, there he goes. He's going to take that one out also. And this war factory does go up, so we can almost safely say Murder has, or is in a strong position in the centre of the map. Does have a war factory up to build some dragon tanks, build some outposts, maybe use the tank hunters to fill these garrisonable buildings in the centre. Also taking his secondary supply back at home, so that's going to put Murder on 3 supplies, going to be giving him some really nice income, good economy for some big unit spam. We can see there is a terrorist out on the map. The flame tank will just go over to him and burn out his soul. We did hear some action over here, or I thought I did at least. Oh no, he's just driving over these rocks. You can see a little green blob over here. There is this supply truck is here. There is a demo truck. I wonder if he realises that's there. Whether he smells that one out with that AFK worker. Dragon tank will pass this demo trap. The demo trap is triggered and the dragon tank goes down. A secondary dragon tank here is being dealt with his quad cannon. So nice usage of this demo trap so far from Ryu. And we can see a scorpion tank, which is far better to deal with these dragon tanks than the quad cannon. Oh, but Terratech unsuccessful here for Ryu, as there are mines on this forward war factory. Nicely played there from Murder to keep his forward buildings nice and safe, maintaining that control in the centre of the map, allowing him to be aggressive. But we can see here a scorpion tank and a quad cannon chasing this Gatling out of his base. So could really do with pulling that quad cannon back, as he is only on 50% HP, though he's going to be useful to take out this tank hunter. Not shooting on it, however. There we go. Quad cannon will go down now, and this scorpion tank's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. Gonna attempt to run over this tank hunter, or gonna take out the dozer. So at least managed to get something decent out of that. Of course, Murder did sell his command center, so he does only have one dozer, I believe, but we do have an airfield going up for him, so maybe we can expect to see some helix, or maybe just MiG usage, because of course he is Vanilla China. Oh, yeah, MiG usage nicely taking out all of those workers at that supply. All of the collecting workers have just been burnt and to ashes. Really nicely played. Now he's sending in an outpost. Outpost, of course, really good against scorpion tanks, but not so good against RPGs and quad cannons. Just this outpost doesn't care at all. He's just going to run straight into his base, killing that technical, and will now go down, however, to this toxin tractor and tunnel. Both of those tank hunters do get taken out. Bit of miss micro here, or miss rally pointing from Murder, sending 2 units just to their death. Not really doing much harassment damage to Ryu. But of course, his think something burnt out here. I think maybe it was a sneaky technical or something like that. We do see the trees were just on fire from those MiGs. We do now see some couple of Gatling tanks and a whole bunch of tank hunters now advancing to these tunnels. Tank hunters will do some really nice damage to the tunnels, but of course they will go down fast if that toxin tractor or quad cannons pop out. MiGs not able to kill the toxin tractor, but it does go down with the firestorm. Oh, managing to keep his MiGs alive. His quad cannon not able to shoot fire on them. And now we see the Scorpion tank taking out these two Gatling tanks. There is a garrison building up here with some RPGs in it. So Ryu really putting up a nice fight for the centre of the map. But I believe Murder still has it held down pretty safe. He does now have 4 MiGs up, but he does have the black napalm upgrade as well. So that's going to put him in a nice position to continuously harass. Or use them to harass, or use them to defend. It's all down to what he decides. Nobody's actually made a grab for this oil yet. There's actually no big MiGs firing on this tunnel, clearing that out, and now he has an open pathway to this supply center here, where he can take that down with his and these Gatlings also advancing. So these are tank hunters can take this supply down at a nice, pretty fast rate. But I was just gonna say, nobody's made any kind of advancement onto this oil derrick yet. No map. Nobody has any map control over that part of the map. It's all being focused in the center here, and now we see some buildings shooting out with RPGs, firing on the war factory, firing on each other. So a bit of a crossfire there in the middle of town. You can see these 4 Gatling tanks and tank hunters now are just waiting for their orders. MiG's gonna clear out this tunnel. Should be not a problem. That should kill. Yeah, takes that down nicely. And now we can expect to see those MiGs go back to reload, and then his army here probably is going to advance into the main base when those MiGs are ready. Oh, big demo trap taking out only 3 tank hunters despite being so close to these Gatling tanks. So maybe if he detonated it a bit later, or put it on manual detonation, he might have got a better hit. But nothing that's really going to stop this absolute, I don't know. It's a nice army here. He's got he's got a full helix here with RPG troops, which are going to fire down onto this tunnel. Doesn't need the MiGs to take that out because of this helix. There is a quad cannon, but that's of course not enough to take out a helix. There's a demo trap. He must have this on manual detonation. Oh, this is going to be big. Taking out that entire army there. Only 5 tank hunters left. These MiGs of course will fire onto still be here. There is of course still this helix. So nice demo trap. But he says GG. Nicely played from Murder. Couple of nice hits there with those demo traps. But it will now be 1-0 to Murder. I haven't put my score display up. I'm an incredible noob. I will do that just now. Score display should now be up. There we go. We see Murder has 1-0 lead over Ryu now in this matchup. Hopefully this game over screen won't last too long this time. We'll get into the next games nice and fast. Keep the action rolling here. Murder already has the game up. It's nice and easy to pick out the game when playing on live for 1.06 because it's the only game that's like highlighted or not grayed out. Both players are now in the game. I'm going to quickly take Observer. We'll move on to the second game here. Ryu ready to go already. So these players aren't messing about. They want to get their games played. They're pumped for this. They want to try and advance through to the future rounds of this tournament. They want their hands on this cash prize. We do see Murder drawing the purple Nuke General this game. So taking China, getting the China General once again. Old player Ryu does have Demo General once again. Same spots, except he's orange this time. Murder going for oh, it looks like he's going to go for this same middle grab strategy, sending his second dozer into the middle again, building his supply at home. Let's have a look over here what Ryu's doing. He's gone for a faster barracks here, not bothering to You know, not bothering to box off his supplies. And taking his second supply over here. And Murder doing the same as last game. Constructing his second supply center in the middle and going to send his dozer at home all the way over for that third supply. And I like this strategy because a big part of this... Oh, nice. He's adapted to this strategy already, sending terrorists into the middle. Nicely played there from Ryu. Maybe he will take this supply truck out. Yes, it's going to be a nice little victory there for him. Maybe he can get this this dozer or another supply truck with this terrorist. Terrorist is just chasing onto the war factory. Nice, targeted on the dozer here. But anyway, as I was going to say, I like this strategy from Murder, as it gives you good control over the central area of the map, puts you in an economic advantage, and puts you in a good position to spam units at your opponent. But we'll have to see if Ryu can find a... oh, that terrorist managing to take out the another supply truck. Very nice. Just a little bit of economic harassment here. It'll be interesting to see, as I was going to say, if Ryu can find a way to beat this strategy of Murder. You can see he does have a demo trap on this flank. I wonder if the Battlemaster will be caught out by that. Another Battlemaster coming out from here. His technical... oh, he's going to drive over the mines. Going to kill all of the terrorists in there. So it's going to be an unsuccessful terror tech here. And Ryu just seems not to be able to make these terror techs and harassment moves work quite yet in this matchup. You can see he is garrisoning center buildings with RPGs. He's taking a tunnel in the middle now, so that's going to allow him to maybe gain some more control. But there is a dragon tank immediately coming out from that war factory, dealing with these garrisoned buildings. Now Ryu has got to deal with this dragon tank fast, otherwise he's going to lose this tiny little bit of control in the center that he does have. Dragon tank is going down actually from RPG in this building. But the tunnel will also fall. Will he get... he does get the dragon tank with the scorpion tank. There's just so many Battlemasters already coming out. Is there a second war factory or something from Murder? Oh no, he's going for a propaganda center. So you can expect to see some ECM tanks, big Overlord tanks, and maybe a nuclear missile silo, something along those lines. You can see these two Battlemasters now advancing towards the supply of Ryu. Some nice harassment here from Murder, as he fights to maintain his control in the center of the map here. This dragon tank is going to continue to clear out these garrison buildings. He's going to burn down this tunnel. But there is a scorpion tank here. No rocket upgrade, so not going to be able to beat a Battlemaster in a 1v1 engagement. If we can see, if we look over here, this Battlemaster is still here, doing some nice economic damage, but will now go down, not doing any significant damage to the building, just killing off those few workers. And I think Ryu's answer to this strategy of Murder would be to grab maybe a tunnel here, grab this oil, and advance into Murder's base. There is a fight happening in middle here. Ryu is probably going to lose out in this engagement also, as his he just doesn't have sufficient units. But actually no, managing to kill off a Battlemaster, managing to kill off the dragon tank there, so nicely done. Good usage of this RPG and this Scorpion. But now we see a big Overlord tank, just two shot in that Scorpion, gonna take down this RPG as well. And these Scorpions aren't proving to be too good without their rocket upgrade. But if he was just to send some units down here, there's nothing in this base right now for Murder to defend against that. He could take out the power, could take out the supply, and of course he'd have the oil. So maybe that's something he needs to look at if he plays against Murder's China. Once again in this matchup, this grass hut does get taken out by this huge Overlord tank. ECM tank deflecting the missiles. He does have propaganda upgrade for the Overlord, which is going to allow him to repair his units as they drive around. Oh, he's going to lose this Battlemaster here. Or maybe he's not. Maybe the tunnel goes down just before it. Or manages to micro it away nicely so it doesn't do too much damage to his ECM tank and to his Overlord. Just going to finish off this tunnel here. There is a quad cannon next to this barracks. Going to be taking that out. I just don't think it's going to be enough. I think it's too little too late, because we do see once again a Bunkerlix coming out from Murder, going to be teaming up with this Overlord and ECM to form a formidable combination, which is going to be extremely difficult for Ryu to deal with in this position. He does have some... oh, it's just his workers down here. Helix going to be working together with this Overlord to take out this tunnel. Barracks is going to go down shortly, and now he's moving his Helix over here. Wonder what his intention for this is. He's just going to finish off this supply down here, which was attempting to be rebuilt. Now is just cancelled or killed. And our second Overlord joining up with the force. Ryu calling GG, and it is of course now 2-0 to Murder. Will we see an absolute hammering? Will it go 3-0? Or can Ryu at least pull a couple of games back to give us a bit of a longer matchup? Let's see if Murder makes this game. We will wait for a moment to see. Murder, has he made the game? Where is he? He is staging in game of his name. Maybe he's in a different lobby. Here he is. So get right into this game once more. Pick Observer, and I'm hoping for the benefit of the viewers that Ryu can pull an awesome comeback, awesome game here to take out Murder. Maybe Murder gets cocky and spams only dozers or only supply trucks, or gets his mouse scrolls to the bottom left of the screen and he gets stuck and he's just in awe of this lovely water in this dock here. Before we even announce the players, see, nice little docks with big battleships, but most importantly, see the effects on this water, truly beautiful. Murder being a good sportsman, saying good luck and have fun. But he has drawn Tox versus Tox, so we have a mirror matchup now of both Toxin Generals. Going to be really interesting to see if any player can maintain control of the centre of the map, because of course the I don't think the tunnels actually clear out buildings anymore, but those Toxin Rebels are nice and cheap to produce and can clear out buildings nice and fast. Can see already some fast workers coming out from Murder. Same from Ryu. Ryu is going to be sending his workers to build at his second supply. And this worker's just sitting here, not doing anything. Meanwhile, workers run past each other here in the centre of the map. Maybe they didn't see each other across town, not too sure. Murder getting some nice control here around this oil derrick. Going to allow him to capture that some point in the near future. Also sending another sneaky worker over here. Maybe he's going to build a tunnel or something like that to sneak workers down this little choke point here. You can see both players going for their double supply strategy. Murder going out with or attempting a terror tech. Ryu doing the same. Ryu's technical's a little bit later than Murder's, but nothing that's really going to cause too much of a difference here. Murder sending out or sending that tech into the tunnel and is now popping out over here. We can see this technical advancing on nice tunnel positioning here from Ryu. If he evacuates these terrorists, they will instantly die. Oh, beautiful turret position here. I mean, he does lose a couple of workers, but it's far better than losing the entire building. Now this technical from Ryu is going to try and do some damage here. Maybe he runs around the back, kills off this war factory, something along those lines. Oh, what is he doing here? Random terrorist on the barracks. Random terrorist evacuated here. It's going to pop out another terrorist. What is he doing with these? I'm not too sure. Terrorist manages to fire off his bomb but not going to be able to kill that barracks as this worker was here repairing it. Now interesting pop out here with RPG. Oh, technical for Murder, nearly goes down, but managing to evacuate him back into the tunnel. But the reason why this tunnel placement here was so awesome was the tunnel's here, and as the technical tries to drive through, wherever he unloads the technicals, a bit of a tunnel pop here, nothing too important though. There is a Tox Rebel to deal with his grass hut, but as I was saying, wherever the technical unloads the terrorists, this turret can shoot on it, and will instantly kill them. And also because of the great usage of the positioning of this little mounting here. Of course, this Toxin Rebel did clear out that grass hut, no problem. We see many RPGs firing in the center on these technicals. Oh, one technical nearly goes down, managing to survive, however. Oh no, it actually does die. But tunnel here, forward tunnel is going up, but a tunnel for Ryu as well. Managed to sneak a worker past there. I'm not too sure how that happened, and maybe he can now get collection in the middle. Doesn't quite have the map control for that yet. Maybe he could collect around that side, as there's no sign of Murder in town right now. Murder is oh, nicely popped out with that quad to prevent the oil grab. But now Ryu has big problem with this Scorpion. Oh, but this technical's going to overdrive all of these RPGs. Like missing two, but that was I would say that was a good exchange for him in the terms of money. These RPGs are going to try and finish off this tunnel, as the Scorpion does not quite go down actually. Now this technical is killing all three workers in a couple of hits. Really nicely done. Now popping out another quad to deal with this. And Murder now on 2 war factories, as he does have this oil. Oh no, he doesn't have this oil, of course, because Ryu managed to prevent that capture. Ryu now trying for more Terratechs, see if he can make one of these successful. All he needs is one good Terratech, maybe on a supply, maybe on a war factory, well, probably best on a supply, and could potentially turn the tide of the battle. We now see 5 Scorpion tanks here from Murder, going to be taking down this tunnel, and Murder taking another tunnel here to gain map control pretty much in the base of Ryu of this secondary supply. The technical going to be dealing with an RPG, but nothing too great. Running over a worker, playing Ring a Ring of Roses with this tunnel, takes barely any damage. Is now probably going to go back into his own tunnel, but as we can see, these Scorpions are advancing for Murder, but just backing off for now. Technical trying to deal with a worker here. Maybe he thought this demo trap was going to be built faster. Dealing with that worker, preventing the demo trap from going up at all. Now this tunnel will go down unless Ryu suddenly has a force of something, which he's been hiding from us for this entire game. Maybe he was just saving his units, ready to surprise Murder, ready to go for a base raid, something like that. Don't think this is very likely, however. Quad cannon advancing on this tunnel, so is a Toxin Tractor, but I don't think they're going to manage to take these down. Oh, and the quad cannon's outranging the tunnel. Oh no, he's not. Okay. Had to think for a moment there, but of course that is not possible. All these Scorpions dealing with anything that comes out of this war factory. Supply has already gone down. Murder has full control of the map. Ryu saying GG, and Murder going through to the quarterfinals of our tournament now. Unfortunately for Ryu, that is the end of his campaign in this tournament, but surely and hopefully we will see him in any future tournament. So congratulations to Murder for taking this matchup nice and easily, 3-0, and we will wish him all the best of luck in the future rounds. I'm not too sure who I'll see if we know if he's against Rohan. I'm not too sure. I don't think they're in the same section of the tournament. Oops. So if I just quickly go onto this one here. Here we go. I can show you the tournament bracket. Here is our tournament bracket. We can Oh, it hasn't been updated yet, but yesterday or the day before, we saw Rohan go through against Heryu, I believe. Was it? Yeah. Rohan went through against Heryu, so Rohan's through to the quarterfinals here, and we see Murder is through to the quarterfinals here. So between me and Hawkeye, whoever wins out of that one will be meeting Rohan in the quarterfinal, and between Shokunaut and Tasmani, we will be seeing those face off against Murder in the quarterfinal. So stay tuned for the future few days, few weeks, however long this takes to this tournament takes to take place, depending on what players are available and when. As I said, stay tuned, and you can catch up and stay up to date. That's what I was trying to say, with all the action in this tournament. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.